Hello traders and welcome to the video presentation of the RobotFX Hedging Expert Advisor. Expert Advisor known as Auto Recovery. You can find it on our excuse me. You can find it on our main website robotfx.ro. Just click on the link on the top of the website. And by the way, you can also download it and try it. Just trade normally. It doesn't have any functioning limitations. And trade on your demo account to see what it does, what it cannot do. Click on any of our paid products, paid expert advisor from this list, the download list in the footer of the website, and try them. And I should say that if you are looking for an all-in-one trading solution that has the auto recovery, this hedging strategy implemented within it, you should probably take a look at the Fluid Expert Advisor or the Non-Line Moving Average Expert Advisor. Both of them are trend trading expert advisor that can do what the auto recovery can do and more. They are all in one. The auto recovery, it's a hedging expert advisor only, so it can hedge a losing trade, changing from losing into winning. However, it does not trade by itself. It does not open trades. It opens in the strategy tester I will show you right now, but random trades, just so you can see what hedging is and find the settings. And by the way, I feel like shooting this video explaining the settings again because we are keep upgrading, updating our products, and the last version is 4.32 of the RobotFX Expert Advisor. I'm trading something else here. I'm trading Haikinashi, and another trade just opened. Going to our business. So the expert advisor needs a better video to better explain the settings, or to explain the settings again, and this will be on its page right here in the playlist on top of the list. Each of our expert advisors, if you are not familiar with our products, are very well documented and very well explained. The settings also explained on each other page. There are videos that must be watched. There are usually playlists. It's more than one. So if you are interested in them, please find one that suits your strategy. I'm only saying this because from time to time people contact us and ask us what is the most profitable expert advisor that you have on sale, or what are the best settings for the Haikinashi expert advisor. These kind of questions only tell us one thing: I'm new to trading, I want to get rich, which is something we cannot help you with. Basically, you have to learn to trade. Everyone who wants to be successful in this business or in this game has to learn to trade, and has to find his trading strategy, be trading with the trend, trading the grid, trading using Haikinashi candles, MACD indicator, news, and so on, trading Renko bricks. And after you find a trading strategy, then you can consider automating the strategy so you can save time and hopefully also increase your profits or limit the losses, or all of those. Until then, you cannot just let's buy this, and start trading. Or you can go ahead and buy it, but don't expect, if you know nothing about trading, don't expect that, for example, the Haikinashi indicator, expert advisor will make you money. Probably if you don't know how to trade, it will help you understand the Haikinashi trading with the trend strategy, and it will make you learn to trade faster, and after that you will start to be profitable. But what is the most profitable? They all are. They all are. It all depends how you use them. Now, I was searching what percentage of Forex traders lose in this game. I was hoping the percentage is lower now, but unfortunately it's the same. 70, 80, even 90% of the Forex traders lose, and that's exactly because of that lack of trading knowledge, and lack of trading skills. And that's why the questions. So anyhow, and this is why I think everyone should focus on hedging as a way to prevent, not only to prevent, but to recover losses. It's not so much to do to prevent losses. It's Forex, and it's kind of unpredictable, right? We never know for sure what will happen, but we can recover those losses by hedging. And in a nutshell, hedging looks kind of like this. It's if you open a sell right here, you most likely expect a wish for the price to fall, so you will be profitable opening a sell. So the hedging says that instead of placing a stop loss um, at the distance you normally place a stop loss, instead of placing a stop loss, and of course not having a stop loss, it's even worse, because if the price changes, well, you have the trend changes, then you can lose much more. But instead of placing a stop loss and lose money when the trend changes, you place a hedging order, an opposite order of normally a higher lot size. So that's because if the price goes against you, the positive profit from the winning trade, the last open trade that will go with the trend, will overcome the losses from the previous open trade, the one that is losing. So at some point, since the trend changed, at some point, both of the profits will reach zero, or your any other value amount that you use, positive or negative, and you have the choice to open the trades, both of them or all of them, they are more the entire basket at a break even, the profit break even, so or at profit. So basically you didn't lose anything. And these are the settings you will see within the expert advisor. Recovery zone is the distance between the opposite trades, between hedging orders. There's a take profit that can be used as a take profit to close winning trades, or to calculate the lot size. And you know what? Too much talking. Let's go to seeing it and explaining the settings. I didn't show you the settings. Now, I'm using the strategy tester, and again, please mind that the expert advisor does not open trades when trading normally. It does, so it opens some random trades when trading, when using the strategy tester, just so the trader can see what hedging is and understand what it does. Now, there are default settings that look like this. They can look like anything else. Please do understand that these are not recommended settings. We do not recommend anything. We know nothing about your trading time frame, pair, equity, the price at the action at the moment of the trading, any possible incoming news, and so on. So when you use the contact form on our website, again, do not ask for what is the most profitable expert advisor, what are the best settings for this or that expert advisor. That all depends on you, not on us and your trading skills. Now, the settings. If you are trading on demo accounts, you can safely ignore the client email. This is the client email, basically the email of the client must be entered here when the client, the trader who paid for a product, it's using this on live trading accounts. For demo, it's not needed. Safely ignore it. Now, the recovery zone, as I have said, it's the distance between the opposite trades, between the buys and the sells. And here it's 50 pips. I'm going to hide the comments on the chart to better see. The comments will show in the left side of the chart information about the broker, mostly the minimum lot size, maximum lot size, stuff like that. Open number of trades, nothing we should know already or we can't see. And like I said, the take profit can be used in two ways. Can be used to close trades that take profits. There it is. If you set this to true, you can choose to close trades that take profit. However, you should maybe read this also when trying this for the first time. The close trades that take profit will also must obey the minimum profit. So what does it mean? If you want to close a winning trades at 100 pips away, or let's make it 50, then the expert advisor will close the trade, but only if that profit is at least $1. And I'm going to make it 0 to consider it a break even right now. And the minimum profit will be used later in the settings also, but that's one of its purposes. So that's the main profit. It is useful for closing a first winning trade. It is very useful for closing a first winning trade because you probably want to have a take profit to make sure, well, you are taking the profit. Now, we have the option to use a hedge multiplier, and I'll start with the easy part. If it is set to true, then the opposite, the pending hedging order will have a lot size equal to the previous, not to the previous, to the, it is a little hard to explain. So again, if you are not familiar with our product, I will just show you. So using the hedge multiplier, I'm going to make this 30. I'm going to make this 100 just because I don't want to, or just disable it here, just because I don't want to use the take profit at all. So using the hedge multiplier and not closing a trade at take profit, you can enter anything here, it will not be used. I remind you the hedging multiplier is set to 2. That means double. However, it will double. I don't want to use a break even. So I'm going to set this to 0. I don't want to use a break even only because I want to see a basket of trades so I can better explain about the lot size on those settings. Because that is easy. Using the hedging multiplier means that the expert advisor will calculate the lot size of the hedging order so that the entire basket of sell trades, in this case, it's double because the multiplier is set to true. It's double than the entire basket of the opposite trade, the buy trades, which is 0.1. Well, in this case, we have only one buy, one sell. So the sell, it's double than the buy if it will trigger. And if this will happen, then the expert advisor will, looks like it will happen, then the expert advisor will place a pending buy order. So the price triggered the pending order, the pending sell, and also immediately the expert advisor placed at the same distance the recovery zone, 30 pips, placed a pending buy order. So again, the hedging order now it's 0.3, and it's 0.3 because 0.1 from the previous order. We're talking about orders of the same kind, right? 0.1 and 0.3 makes 0.4. And 0.4, it's double than the entire selling orders, which is 0.2. Well, again, it's only one. And it will continue to calculate the lot size like this. Okay, we got two more. It will continue to calculate the lot size like this so that the lot size of the last pending orders the kind will be double because we're using the 2 as a multiplier. It can be triple, quadruple, and so on, or it can also be the same. If the multiplier is 1, then not much will happen. well, the expert advisor will open the orders, but not much of hedging. So this is the hedging multiplier, and that was the easy part. Now the hard part, if you don't use the hedging multiplier, then the expert advisor will use the ratio between the recovery zone and the take profit. These are, by the way, explained probably better on our website. The ratio between the recovery zone and the take profit, it's used when they use hedge multiplier set false, and the ratio of 1 to 1 will make the hedging order to double the size. So if you are using, let's say, 30 who want that double, basically it will be the same thing as having this set to true and this 2 as a multiplier. You should have this recovery zone and take profit equal. This is a thing maybe for a little more advanced traders who analyze the price, who can analyze the price better, but the idea it's the same. So using the hedging multiplier might make your life easier, at least in the beginning. To be honest, I'm using the multiplier. I don't use the complicated algorithm myself because, well, I don't need to. There, I've been honest. So, right. So the same things happens here, and of course, if you change the ratio, the lot size will also change. If I make the take profit double when the recovery is on, that means that hedging order it's only 0.15, right? So it's multiplied by 1.5. If, however, the hedging order, if however the take profit it's let's say half the size of the recovery zone, then the hedging order should be higher, and 3 times, and so on. So for now, you might want to use the hedging multiplier. You might also find this useful in the future. Now, that was about and we're not done with the hedging, and we also have the option to hedge a single order rather than a basket. So instead of the expert advisor to calculate the lot size so that the entire basket of sales would be with these settings double than the entire basket of buys, the expert advisor will only apply the multiplier to the last open order when determining the pending order. And that can be useful or cannot be useful. It has been implemented by request by one of our clients. And I don't find it useful myself because it tends to increase the lot size more than I wanted, and it doesn't really consider closing this is what I want. And this was our main idea, to hedge a basket, not only a single trade, to make possible to recover the losses from an entire basket. But again, if you find this useful, well, it has been implemented and it's there. And that's how it looks like. Basically, the multiplier applies to the last trade and not to the basket of trades. Right, so that's about the hedging procedure and the hedging lot size. And now let's talk about the other settings. You have seen probably the break-even. It doesn't need explanation, I guess. If you don't know what break-even is, that is the distance away from the price when the expert advisor will consider placing a stop loss for the winning trades. Of course, there is going in that direction. In this case, as soon as the price reached break-even distance of 30 pips, somewhere here in this area, the expert advisor placed the stop loss 30 pips away further back. There's also the option to limit the maximum number of orders, and this is useful especially for traders who use a small recovery zone. By the way, this being hedging, I personally do not recommend using a small recovery zone. You don't want the expert advisor to open more trades than many trades in a small amount of time, more trades than your account can handle. This is the maximum number of orders. It's another safety net for that. If that happens, you can limit the expert advisor to place only 7 orders on the chart. So if there are more than 7, the expert advisor will not hedge anymore. And the minimum profit I've been talking before, that applies to the take profit. It also applies to baskets of trades, and this is another thing where our expert advisor excels. Basically, if you have more open trades, it's happened right now before, right here. So I will not play the strategy again. When the sum of the open buys, the profits, I mean, when the profits from the open buys and combined with the profits of the open sells will reach this minimum amount that you set here, the minimum profit, that also can be a negative number. Let's say you want to close a basket of trades and you are willing to lose $5 or account currency. This is account currency. You are willing to even lose $5 to do that, but you just want to see all the trades closed on the chart. So that means as soon as their profits combined reached -5, so you are $5 in loss, the expert advisor will close them all. If you want to have $5 in profits, at that moment, the expert advisor will close all of those trades. And at this point, I think it was 0. So this buy, which was 0.1, and another one here, combined with 3 sells probably. That's what happened here, and that's because of the recovery zone that was too small. Like I said, 30 pips, it's small. So we had number 5 trades open probably. You know what, let's run it again, because I don't see it. I'm gonna disable the break even now. I don't want to set a break even here. Right, and I have increased the recovery zone. Let's make it 30 as it was, just to see what happens, like what happened before. So at the moment, the profits from this the entire trade on the chart, entire open trades will reach the minimum profit. At that moment, the expert advisor will start closing all the trades on the chart, and that means we didn't lose, we didn't gain anything. We have just managed to come on already. I think this is another situation. It's not that chart, it's not that basket. Did I change anything? Yes, of course I did. I have changed the minimum profit. It was 0 before, now it's 5. Great. All right, one more time. Okay, so far the profit is positive, but I forgot to mention it. If it's only one trade on the chart, that doesn't apply. So it applies to the basket, closed trades at minimum profit. It applies to the basket of trade just because of that, what I said, you don't want the expert advisor to close one trade, profitable trade at minimum profit. For the first trade, you want the expert advisor to place a break even and let it run according to your trading strategy. That's the idea. All right, I think I have changed some settings that I do. All right. I've been talking about it, but I didn't select it right here. Well, excuse me, I'm dumb. So, close trades at minimum profit for the 7th time. We'll close all the trades on the chart as soon as their profits combined will reach that minimum profit. So obviously we will have, keep repeating myself, with the risk of being boring. Obviously we will have a negative profit from the buys and positive profit from the sales, and due to the hedging multiplier, the profit from the sales will be higher. I mean, the profit from the sales plus, which is basically minus the profit from the buys, will soon be equal to minimum profit, and that happens right here. And that's what the result looked like. That was the sell, sell, buy. So as soon as their combined sum, combined profit, reached that minimum profit, which was 0, the expert advisor closed all of them. And there's also an option to close losers and set break even, and I find this even more useful. Although my personal preference is just to close a basket and focus on the next trade. But if you want, you can also instruct the expert advisor to close the losing trades. In this case, close the buys. Again, when the profit reaches 0, to close the buys and then set a break even for the sells, and also set a trailing step for the sells, for the winning trades. Right? So I will not play this here on the chart again. It's becoming boring and the video is becoming too long. So please download it and try it. And the expert advisor with these settings, instead of closing all trades here, it will close only the buys and place a stop loss for the sells at 30 pips away. Now this is what you want to see. Now, what other settings? So the option to close trades that take profit, this applies to baskets as well, but the same thing. The profit must be, I mean, it obeys close trades that take profit. I think I've said it before. The close trades that take profit obeys the minimum profit. That means that their sum must be at least 0. So this is mostly useful if you have a hedging basket open already. Probably this option will not do much, but it is useful for the first trade, for the first open trade, if you trade manually. If you trade using another expert advisor and that expert advisor is managing the take profit, maybe you should just set it to false. Again, please download it and try it. Close trades and maximum orders, another safety net for the maximum orders. So as soon as there will be 7 open trades on the chart, then the expert advisor will start closing them and close all of them. Mind, however, that the entire basket will close with a loss, since the last order, it will be the hedging orders, will not be the one that will not have enough time to recover the losses from the previous one. Now there is the slippage. This is self-explanatory, set it to higher or lower number of pips depending on, well, a broker. A trading command by default, well, our website. Change it to whatever you want. Just so you can better monitor trades managed by this expert advisor. A magic number, if, like I said, if you are using another expert advisor to open the trades, you have some expert advisor triggering trades by some signal, I don't know, moving average intersections or something like that, and you want to trade that single trade, to hedge that single trade, then make sure both have the same magic number, both expert advisor, this one and the other one, and of course that they are both attached on similar charts. You will have one expert advisor attached on Euro USD, yours, and you will have the RobotFX auto recovery expert advisor attached to another Euro USD chart, with both of them having the same magic number. The show command, like I said, it's useful to show information about the broker. It will fill this left side of the area with information about the broker, right? And what else? Show comments, and the force hedge a trade open fail. This is also important, actually very important. If the expert advisor will miss, or if the expert advisor cannot place, let's start with the first one. For example, this should be set to true if you want to hedge. For example, if you open a where is that horrible pen? If you open a buy order here, no, a sell order here, and then something happens, I don't know, a gap, and the next candle is this distance away. During the weekend, it might happen, or even here, a small gap. That's too small to be considered, but let's say a big gap happens, and you have an open sell here, and then the expert advisor should have opened a hedging order here, but because this gap happens and the price now it's above it, it somehow jumped it jumped the levels where it could have opened a pending buy order, and then the expert advisor, as soon as the price moves and there is a tick above this level, above the auto recovery zone, it will place an open buy automatically. So it will not be a pending buy anymore, it will be an open buy, like an emergency buy, let's say, hedging order, emergency hedging order. And that also means that the next pending order that is now possible would be placed at the recovery zone, away from this order, the emergency order, rather than the initial level, right? Something like this rarely happens, but it is a useful feature just because of that. You don't want to have, like I said, a sell order here, due to some, I don't know, broker financial combinations, and this gap will form and you will be uncovered without stop loss and without hedging. So at that point, like I said, the expert advisor will open the emergency buy. And this also can happen, but you will see this as a very small difference, 1, 2, 3 pips. It also can happen for the situations where the recovery zone is too small, and basically too small for the expert advisor to place a pending order. The pending order will have fall before before the price, so before the price direction. So it's not possible. So that because it cannot place a pending order, the expert advisor will place a hedging order instead. Right. So this is it. I think I have covered all the settings. I have made this a very long video. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, but for some reason it became almost half hour. The lot size that you see in the strategy tester as a percentage of the equity. So this is percentage of the equity, not normal lot size. You shouldn't care about it really. However, there is a chart. Right, I cannot open any chart from my Great. So when you are using the strategy tester, the lot size is percentage of the equity. So it's feel like the coffee I'm drinking is somehow stuck in my throat. There it is. However, when you are using the click buy and sell buttons on the chart, and I forgot to mention this. If you want to trade manually, you can use the buy and sell buttons on the chart. In this case, the lot size will be this one. It will not be percentage of the equity. So whatever the lot size is here, that's the lot size the expert advisor will use to open a new trade and then hedge it. So open a sell. And why this is important? Because if you use manual trading and you want to hedge, you must use these buttons, because these buttons will set the magic number if you are using the magic number. And I'm not using it right here, but if you are using a magic number, you want to use these two buttons so they will match the magic number. Otherwise, there will be no magic number, and the trades cannot be managed by other EA. If that's the case, or if that's something you care about, or maybe if you want to trade manually on this chart, Euro USD, and hedge using the auto recovery, and also trade on the same chart, Euro USD, using another expert advisor or another manual trading. So make sure you have a unique magic number for each expert advisor, each chart, because this will appear somewhere. No, not the strategy tester. We are on Euro GBP. And the magic number appears if you hover your mouse on the trade. You can see it 112233. Great, and this is it. And I hope I have explained everything about this expert advisor and the new features it has, the new capabilities and the things it can do. Again, you can head to our website and read through the settings, the description. Watch the video again if you haven't understood it, or if you have any questions about the expert advisor itself or any of our other expert advisor, excuse me, do visit our website robotfx.ro, so we can get an email from you. It's much faster than commenting and asking questions on the YouTube or our Facebook channels and so on. Just use this contact form, enter your name, email, and your message, click the send button, and this is it. And we'll be happy to answer any of your concern. And again, very important, after you have read and understood what it does, how it works, do click the download button and use it on your demo account. See if it is something that you need before you will proceed with purchasing it. So I'm going to close this video right now, and thank you for watching this huge amount of time. And well, good luck trading, and do visit our website. We have many more good expert advisors right there that can help you save time trading and also hopefully increase your profits. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.